Mahatma Gandhi once said, "To a hungry man, a piece of bread is the face of God." But in the country where he preached equality, over 40% of children are malnourished.
Here we have resources in terms of food, in terms of finances. It means there's something wrong, there's a negligence, there's a denial of rights. That's why it is a constitutional crime.
The one thing that startles me even today is when I look at the numbers and I say that every second child under the age of 3 is undernourished. It just doesn't make sense.
There's a huge middle class apathy in India. People don't really understand that there is so much child malnutrition. Their lives are very, very different from the children who are malnourished. It would seem that they don't care.
Across India, 25 million children suffer from starvation. It's a bigger problem here than Sub-Saharan Africa. Many families depend on food handouts from a welfare system which critics say is plagued by mismanagement and corruption. I'm Drew Ambrose. On this edition of 101 East, we ask, why are thousands of Indian children dying from hunger? Hindu festivals in India are often a feeding frenzy. These offerings to celebrate the birth of Lord Rama bring good karma. This boisterous nation produces enough produce to feed its 1.2 billion people. Yet for millions, the fight for food remains. Half of all families in India's urban slums struggle to find food and experience chronic hunger. 9-year-old Roshan lives on Delhi's outskirts with her relatives. Going to bed hungry is something she's used to.
6 days I would eat, then the next 6 days I wouldn't eat at all. When I was small I would eat less because my stomach would burn whenever I ate.
Roshan grew up on a daily diet of around 600 calories, eggs, chapatis, sometimes a glass of milk. A girl her age should be consuming 3 times that amount. She tells us this diet made her repeatedly sick, but for Roshan's family, paying rent was more of a pressing concern than her nutrition.
I used to vomit, have a fever and a constant cold. I couldn't eat properly. I didn't always get admitted to the hospital or be seen by a doctor. I would just cry.
UNICEF estimates that 1 in 3 of the world's malnourished children live in India.
Unless the child is very severely malnourished and about to die, visibly it's not something that looks like illness, like a stunted child. The big problem in India is stunting. So if you look at a 4-year-old child who's stunted, he might just look like a healthy 2-year-old child, but does not look like the images you see from Africa where there is famine and where you have big bellies. If 80% of your children are stunted, then it just seems normal that that's the way they are.